Okay, so let's talk about brain capacity first. Now, do you know how many things at a given moment we can memorize? Well, the number is 7 plus minus 2. You might be able to remember 7 names, 7 digits, 7 places, 7 objects, or 7 colors at a given moment. Now, if I show you these objects and I give you some time, I say, okay, have a look, and I want you to remember them exactly how I place them, how many objects there are, how many shapes they have, and how many colors. Now, chances for you to remember this for the longer period are very, very slim, because there is no context. These are just, the plain objects on a stage. Now, let's make things a bit interesting. How about I take these objects and I distribute in the audience? Now, what I am doing here is I am making a link. I am making a context. Let's say I am giving these thing, I don't know, a decor or whatsoever, to someone in the audience, okay? Now I am associating a person with an object. Now chances for you to remember these things for the longer period are gonna increase manifold. Not only for the audience, especially for the person who will be holding the object. Now let's make things even more interesting. How about I give this to people you are close with, like your family, like your friends. Now chances are even higher. So I took this concept of associating the object, which we call the object memory, with a social context, associating it with people. Now, of course, I work with the rodents. I don't work with the humans. So how can we do it in the mouse, in the rodents? So what we do is, it's a very, very technical thing. It still hasn't been done. I am optimizing the protocol. So what we plan to do is, now I want you to imagine a chamber this big, and it has 3 compartments, okay? Left, center, and right. Now we have our perfectly healthy mouse from the last time. If you remember, I put it in the center, okay? I let it explore. I let it acclimatize. I let it, to see how it is the environment. Now, here's an interesting thing. I'm gonna bring another mouse, which our mouse has never seen, like literally never seen in its life, okay? Now, with that mouse, I'm gonna bring food that our mouse like, okay? And I'm gonna put it in the left corner, okay? And now, to make things a bit more complicated, I'm gonna bring another mouse. But this time, with this mouse, I'm gonna have an object, okay? I'm gonna put it in the right side. And over the time, I'm gonna do a lot of training for our healthy mouse. Why? Because I want this mouse to associate the other mouse with an object, this one with the food, this one with the object. Now, what's the purpose of this? The age-related dementia, or Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, people with these have trouble remembering things, forming the memory. So doing this kind of task can actually help us in designing or studying the circuitry for different kind of memories. Thank you very much.